Hello Aquarius, welcome to your November 2014 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. As always, I just want to give you a quick reminder to check out the video for your rising sign as well, if you know it. That can give you a bit more information, maybe clarify some things in this very general sun sign reading. Of course, you can also contact me and schedule an appointment for a reading if you'd like something more personal and in-depth, and we can take a look at any issues or concerns you may have. I do readings on Skype, and they're $65 for a 30-minute session. Just drop me a line at the email address in this video or below this video if you want to set up an appointment with me. But let's jump into November for Aquarius and see what you guys are going to be doing. Okay. See what the tarot can offer us. Give us a bit more information here. Well, your challenge for the month of November, Aquarius, is there's some emotional attachment, emotional difficulty that you've been trying very hard to leave behind. There's a disappointment. Someone's disappointed you, let you down. This could be anything from someone who borrowed money from you and didn't pay you back, a friend who, you know, maybe got into a relationship and you know, hasn't been hanging out with you anymore. This could be your mate, you know. This could be somebody that you've broken up with, an ex. This could be a family member. But there's something going on here where you're trying very hard in November to let go of something, but it's the unfairness for a lot of you, or just the you know, the hurt, and that there seems to be no acknowledgement from the other person, or maybe they are making light of it, or not acknowledging your pain, not acknowledging, you know, acknowledging what they put you through, or how they contributed to the situation. Maybe they don't feel they contributed to the situation, but you know, and that'll be different for all of you, you know, as far as like what specifically played into this and what factors were present. But yeah, the simple fact is that someone let you down, and you are trying to move on with it, but you're finding it difficult in November. And I don't think this is going to be going on all month, but it will come in spurts. It's almost like I see you doing other things and working and you know, going about your day to day, and then you'll think of this. You may even be in a good mood, and then you think of whatever, you know, whatever has happened in the past, you know, this situation, and you'll just kind of deflate. Try your best to you know, move on. Try your best to move on. And when you think of it, instantly kind of change the topic in your mind, change the subject in your mind, move away from that. And I see you trying to do that, and for the, you know, you will be successful. Again, when the challenge comes up, I mean, that's just, everybody's like, oh God, you know. There are challenges every day, challenges every month. So, I mean, this won't color the whole month, but it will be the thing you're struggling with more than other things. So, but yeah, for a lot of you, this has to do with a separation. So maybe this did have to do with a breakup, or maybe it has to do with somebody you haven't spoken to in a long time, or, you know, a relationship that is, you know, it's been dormant for a while. But what I'm seeing, Aquarius, is that there's a lot you don't know going on with this other person, or going on in this situation. That if you knew it, you may have, if you knew what was going on, you may understand a little bit more. But here's the thing, I see you speculating, And, you know, because you air signs, your mind is always going and creating scenarios, and you're very mental. So things are always spinning up there. And you could drive yourself nuts if you keep doing this. So what the runes are saying is, you know, take a break from that. Focus on something else. Focus on something that you enjoy, a hobby or projects, or you throw yourself into your work, or take a trip. Some of you may be traveling in November, and of course we do have the Thanksgiving holiday here in the United States. So you may be traveling for that. You know, that may be a reminder of this situation, though, for those of you who this is maybe a family member that would normally be there and they're not. But yeah, there's something going on behind the scenes that is hidden from you in November, Aquarius. And I think that if you knew this, maybe this person's behavior would make sense. It wouldn't justify what they've done in your eyes, but it would help you maybe understand a little bit more the situation that they're in. Because what you are seeing, or what you know of the situation, is not an accurate portrayal of what's really going on. But yeah, some of you may be taking a trip, and you should. You should. You know, if it's not for the holiday, then you may be taking a vacation. And this may come up suddenly for some of you. And you should definitely go, because it is going to help you take your mind off of that and focus on you know, other things. Throwing yourself into a new environment can be very invigorating. And it just kind of can take you away from problems, or give you a perspective, a new perspective on day-to-day issues. Some of you may be moving in November. And, you know, there may be something that comes up around the move that is a surprise, something you didn't know before that you have to deal with. But, you know, it looks like it's going to be okay. It doesn't look like it's anything that can't be fixed. So yeah, I mean, if you're moving into a new house, there may be an inspection and they find something that you didn't know before that has to be fixed before you can move in, or maybe something's not up to code or something like that. But it does look like it's easily fixable, and you'll still be able to move in November. It just may delay it a few days, or delay that process a little bit. Help that's going to be available to you in November, Aquarius, is that while some of you may be kind of dreading going home for the holidays, if you're going to spend time with your family for Thanksgiving, and you know, you may be dreading it just because it's going to be different, because maybe somebody's not going to be there, or maybe this person is going to be there, and it's going to be awkward and you don't know how to handle it. But honestly, what I'm seeing is that if you go, those of you who do go, it's going to actually be a very happy celebration. So, I mean, you know, maybe some things will get talked out. And I mean, if you have a family that there's a lot of conflict, and people who just really don't see eye to eye or always get along, that normal drama will probably happen. There may be arguments, but you know, if this person is going to be there, you may need to hash it out. Delaying it and putting it off is kind of just delaying the inevitable. So this you know, this confrontation, this argument may need to take place. So, and again, with property, for those of you that this is a property issue, this surprise was around property, you know, it's going to seem like a big deal when you hear about it, but I feel like maybe the initial, like if the inspector or something tells you, oh, you have to, this is in really bad shape and you're going to have this replaced. When somebody comes in to fix it, it's not going to be as bad as maybe the first person said. So keep that in mind, Aquarius. If you're getting bad news about a property you're getting ready to purchase or move into, and if someone says, oh God, you know, this is really in bad shape, well, it looks like the professional whose business it is to fix whatever this is going to come in and say, oh, it's not that bad. I've seen way worse than this. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And for those of you who do go home for the holidays, you know, I do feel that you shouldn't put it off. Don't let someone keep you away from the rest of the family. Because whatever happens or whatever transpires is supposed to happen. Sometimes, you know, we can only clear the way with a bit of a disruption, with a bit of a you know, confrontation. You know, for some of you, that you may be dealing with estate issues or a will, and that may be what's throwing the family into a tizzy, and, you know, people fighting over what they think is theirs and what was left to them and that sort of thing. And you know, that can get heavy and that can get nasty depending on the personalities of the people involved. But I do feel like the end result is going to be with the Three of Cups card here with these runes. The end result is going to be a coming together, an understanding, but also a celebration. So the holiday will not be a wash, no matter what's maybe going on in your family, Aquarius. Your cups are still full. Whether or not this person wants to take part in that or be part of that, you know, that's their deal. If this is a family member, you know, that's their loss, honestly, because you have other people that love you and want to see you and want to spend time with you. So don't deny them, and don't deny yourself that fun, that camaraderie, that understanding that you have on offer from other members of your family. I do also see with you have the Ace of Rods as in the position of what has to be accepted about November. That's the stuff that's going to happen. We can't really change it. It's just going to happen. But something that you've been putting off, and this could be a creative project. This could be a new job opportunity, or maybe you just start looking for a new job for some of you. This could be anything creative though, Ace of Rods. So you could be renovating this home that you're moving into. You could be redecorating your existing home. You could be starting to write a book, starting a new, if you're a musician, starting a new musical project, or writing new songs, or starting a new painting if you're an artist. So yeah, and this is something that you've been putting off. Maybe you haven't had time, but in November, maybe you take a little extra time around the holiday and you know, are like, you know what, I'm just gonna see what happens. You're gonna take action finally on something that you've been thinking about for a while, and it does seem to have very creative aspect about it. So and any steps that you take in November, you know, are going to be leading to good things. It's gonna be very cathartic for you, and that's what I'm getting. You're gonna be able to express yourself. You know, express this disappointment, express any pain, but express any joy as well. So whatever this is, it's really an outlet for you. And really our outlets are just anything that we enjoy. So most definitely do that. And I'm also getting, Aquarius, some of you may be starting a new health regime. You may be like, oh God, I'm going to be eating a lot during the holidays, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and go to the gym. Now while it's less crowded, and get going. Or I'm going to start, you know, I'm going to buy these Pilates DVDs or belly dance and start learning how to do that. And for some of you, this may be a class or something you've always been interested in, and you're finally like, you know, I'm going to go learn French. I'm going to go learn Arabic. Whatever, you know, whatever you're interested in. I'm going to go learn tarot. I'm going to go learn runes. Whatever you're into. It's going to engage that active mind of yours. And, you know, you absorb things very quickly. So, I mean, you're really good students if it's something that you're interested in. You're the best in the class normally because you just absorb all of that information so quickly and then instantly kind of know how to act on that. So, yeah, there's something new starting in November that you've been thinking about for a while, Aquarius, and it's really going to do a lot to, you know, rejuvenate you, get you excited about things again. If you felt kind of blah or down in the dumps, I think November is a month of rejuvenation. It's definitely going to help you, I think, move past whatever pain this is. You know, not that you can, I mean, we can't, unfortunately there's not a switch where we can just turn it on and off. That would be great, wouldn't it? But you are going to engage your mind elsewhere, and that's going to be very beneficial for you. As far as by the end of the month, again, we have the travel, so you'll be traveling for the holidays or a vacation. You're skipping the family gig and taking a vacation, or you may be moving. So it's going to be different for all of you depending on your circumstances. But whatever this is, you're going to feel very positive. You're starting a new phase in your life, whether you're moving or not. This travel or movement, whether it's a trip or moving, symbolizes a new start for you. Some of you could be leaving a job. That's another way these movement or shifting runes can work, is that you may be leaving a job for a better opportunity. It could be this one that comes in November. It could happen rather quickly. Because with the Ace of Rods, that's really kind of, yeah, you're offered something and then it moves very quickly. So yeah, you may very well start before the end of the year, or you may find out you've got a new gig, new job, and you're going to be leaving and starting after the first of the year. But you're definitely going to be surrounded by people a lot in November, Aquarius, which makes sense, especially if you are going to be around family for the holidays. But it may be like you have to carve out time for yourself to work on a project if this is a creative project instead of a new job. So, you know, make sure that you do carve out that time, but it may be a little difficult for you to find that because everybody's going to kind of be wanting your attention. But this situation is gradually going to change. It's going to get better and more manageable. So, maybe as a result of this kind of clearing the air, that may happen. And, you know, if you do see this person and talk to this person, you know, that if that's what happens, it's necessary and it's going to move things to the next level. Maybe just airing feelings and getting some things out that either you didn't know or the other person didn't know. So yeah, don't shy away from that, Aquarius. I feel like it's necessary. Nobody enjoys confrontation, but it is necessary sometimes. So, and it is going to improve this situation. So if that's the result, it's going to be worth it. But definitely, yeah, find time to spend on you in November. Even if you have to turn off your phone or whatever for a few hours to start that painting or you know, work on that creative project, or kind of throw yourself into something you're passionate about, because it's really going to bring you a lot of joy. And those of you moving, that place is going to bring you a lot of joy too. So don't be scared or put off by anything that may come up around the property, because again, it's not going to be as bad as is initially thought. So that is what I see for November, Aquarius. I do hope that was helpful for you, and I'll see you all back here next month.